All right. I told you we had the gang is all here today, okay? You're with Phil Bollin today. Thanks for coming in. I was feeling kind of lonely.
Well,
Eric
I'm
out
glad
there.
to join you. I missed the memo on the green, though.
That's okay. We're all Irish this weekend. Phil Bollin, as I said, is here for Ask the Expert, and it's all about how you need to prepare for filing your taxes. We're getting close to that day. So April 15th is the day for some, but not for. Is it different for different businesses, or is it always the 15th?
It can vary on the calendar based on what day of the week it falls. Okay. I'm actually not 100% sure which day it is this year.
So, but I'm just saying, it's time, okay? Yep. Now is the time to get your act together when it comes for preparing and filing the taxes. So first question is, what forms do I need to gather for that tax preparation? What are the, I always stress out about this. Do we have all the things we need?
Yep. So you'll want your W-2 form from your employer, or multiple employers if you work multiple employers. If you do have the where you're taking distributions from your retirement accounts, you'll have a 1099-R that you'll want to refer to. And if you have a regular investment account, it's called a taxable or non-qualified account or a brokerage account, you'll get a 1099. It could be a DIV or INT, which shows your dividends and interest payments for the year, and you'll have to include that in your taxable income as well.
It's important to get those wrangled because sometimes, you know, like as an author, for me, I've got a check from this publishing, this platform, that. I mean, you need to kind of know where all the places that you have, achieved income from or gotten income from, and then have those ready to go. That can take some time.
Correct. Yeah, and multiple sources. Obviously, it's difficult to, or it's challenging and a little effort to track those down.
Exactly. Just give yourself the time so you're not flipping out about it. Okay, what forms though do you need to gather if you're self-employed?
So if you're self-employed, you're looking at a few different other forms. 1099, NEC, non-employment compensation tends to be issued, and that could be, again, for every person that hires you as a consultant or that you're doing some kind of contract work for. If you're self-employed, you'll also want to track your expenses and have a list of expenses that you can deduct from your income to arrive at your adjusted gross income, obviously.
If you're self-employed, you are a business. I mean, you are having to really account for what you spent that year, what you think, oh, I'm going to make all this money, but you also have to think of all the expenses and all the, you are a business. It's a little bit, everyone thinks I'm going to own my own business, but there are responsibilities involved that you have to do that maybe you take advantage of the fact that when you're working somewhere else, they do it.
Exactly, and again, it can be very rewarding, or it can age you prematurely, right? You know,
Right.
The other thing that you want to be very concerned about at tax time with being self-employed is make sure you have your estimated payments, records of those, because that will help offset your tax bill this year.
It's smart. That's very smart. All right, are there tax moves that we can all still make to reduce those taxes? Is it too late, or is there ways to make sure we're not getting,
There are a few yet, and again, I think the valuable lesson here is look and see how this year turned out and start doing some advanced planning. But again, if you're not happy with your tax situation this year, there are still a couple of moves we can make. So if you're self-employed, we have what's called a SEP IRA, which is a way to stock away up to 25% or $66,000 of your income, which can help reduce your tax liability. If you don't participate in a retirement plan, you may be able to make an IRA contribution, which is tax deductible as well. $6,500 for those under age 50, and for those of us over age 50, it's $7,500 this year. But again, you cannot be a participant in a employer's retirement plan to deduct that. Okay. But again, there's a great opportunity with Roth IRAs still.
And is that really where you come in the process too, saying, hey, these are some things we can do that you're not aware? I mean, we never know. It feels like this is why we need you.
Yeah, as a certified financial planner, we're looking at a lot of different things. It's not just about investments, but your tax situation, trying to project that out 20, 30 years. Trying to project where tax rates are going to be. We know right now we're in historically low tax rates, a very low tax environment. That may not be the case in a couple years after the current laws sunset, and we're at $34 trillion in debt today as a country. Who knows where that's going to be by the end of this year, if not 2 years. So, we want to kind of hedge our bets and kind of look at some scenarios out in the future. Yes.
All right, so what's the best way for people to get a hold of you and your services?
So our website is bollinwealth.com. You can schedule time there or give our office a call, 419-878-3934.
Perfect. It doesn't have to be scary. Phil will help you. He will help you through. All right, thanks so much.